people, Facebook, YouTube, and all social media reports beyond. It is, I know it's late. I just had to come on real quick. I had to get some things off of my chest because I've been having some strange debates the last couple of hours on Facebook. I'm calling, I want to speak in reference to Master Sergeant. His name is Madden, Rig Madden, Master Sergeant Rig Madden. He's been on several deployments and everything, Cuba, Afghanistan, uh, in the Bosnia, a few places like that. Now, I'm just like any other veteran. I'm just like any other black veteran. Okay, like Master Sergeant Madden stated, "Fuck Trump," and the other veterans, black, white, and brown, all saying "Fuck Trump," and "Fuck you if you voted Trump for Trump." Peace, peace and blessings to the people. Okay. Now I've commented on images on Facebook and everything when they had a black soldier crying, saying that he serves a nation that does not serve him. And that's exactly what I'm saying. I took an oath to a country that did not take an oath to me. Now, I look at he disinvited a black governor, Wes Moore, the governor of Maryland. This one dude on Facebook talking about who. All right. There you go. His name is Wes Moore, governor of Maryland. Now, again, we all know Trump he sent the Marines and everything to LA and everything. It's unconstitutional for him to send federal troops to his cities. That's what they got. The governors in charge of the governors are in charge of the National Guard. They only can call up the militias and all that stuff whenever they need to feel the need to do so. But see, it just come across me that when you see like black men, black veterans, screaming and hollering, want to wear MAGA hats and all that other crazy shit, you know what I'm saying, and do the dumb shit and thinking they're doing something for a cause. I mean, like, you got people saying if Trump is a dictator, okay, y'all doing all this, y'all talking all this nonsense now, but when the time comes, especially for all those fools who look like me, for those that's Latino, okay, and for the you see what they're doing to the Latino population now, right? For all those that was like, hey, home, Donald Trump gonna save us, man. Look what they going now. They going in those concentration camps like the Jews did in Germany, Auschwitz, and all that. Come on now, look at this. Now, for all you black dudes that's walking around here with your hands up your butts, your heads up your asses, wearing MAGA hats, talking about Donald Trump this, Donald Trump that. When that time comes and he try to take your civil rights, which he trying to do that now, he killing all the programs, DEI and all that good stuff, and using it here talking all this nonsense about Donald Trump this, Donald. Yeah, I took an obligation. I took an oath. Okay, I took an oath. I took an obligation, and like both organizations, we all got our different views on everything. But now, my oath, I said I will defend the Constitution from foreign and domestic. What's going on now in the White House is domestic terrorism. Y'all let this man do stuff that y'all would not never let any other president do. If Barack Obama did some of the stuff that he did, they would have threw his ass in jail 100 days after he got in office. Any other president would have been, they'd be like, come on now. But y'all let this dude come in here and see. One Monday we was passing out. We had a thing with St. Brian Clothiers. We were passing out suits on King Day. Now, I wonder for the brothers that vote for Trump, the fools that they are, do they still believe in MLK Day? Do they what they think about this month right here? Now, see, I used to get upset because They say Black History Month is the shortest month of the year, the shortest month of the holiday. But this way it was designed in the book. Uh, 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 it was a book by, I forgot the author's name. It was a black author, and he wrote the book, and he explained they chose Black History Month in February because of a specific holiday. I'm going to research that again, get that information to you, so I can. Cause see, I don't like giving you information and I don't have the full facts on it. You know what I'm saying? Because see, this was the chosen month for Black History Month by Frederick Douglass. No, no, but let me stop doing that. I have it for you tomorrow in a couple of days. Trust me on that. But now let's go. I'm gonna ask all you veterans that hear my voice on Facebook, black, white, brown, all that. Hit me up. If you a Trump, if you support Trump, don't hit the page up with the bullshit, okay? But if you a Trumpster and you against Trump and the politics and the bullcrap he did, hit me up. Cause see, for me to sit there and keep trying to, like this is people talking about Donald Trump this, he that. Dude, Donald Trump is trying to take over everything. If he becomes a dictator, y'all think y'all gonna be able to do the things y'all still do? You know what I'm saying? They gonna take everything away if a dictator. What you gonna do? When you got people knock your door, kicking in your door, just walking in your door saying, we got a right to do that. But this is what y'all want y'all government to be. And see, again, let me go back to what I was saying when I was that Monday. It was a snowstorm. It was me, DeWitt, Nate Boyd, and everything. It was the church, the old St. Mary Siles. The plan was to pass out suits for King Day. Unfortunately, a snowstorm killed all that. And we had a discussion at the table eating lunch because we was getting clothes in order, putting clothes, suits, the sizes, everything, trying to match everything up and get ready for the next phase of our evolution. Now, they were talking about black people and how divided we are. Now, I brought up this situation on Jefferson and Broadway. For the people in Buffalo, you already know what that is. It was it's called Mandela. Mandela owned that store on Ferry and Jefferson, as well as a store on Jefferson and Broadway. There was an incident at the Broadway Jefferson store in which a young African American woman was assaulted, and a young African American male came to her aid, while like 3 to 5 Arabs or Yemenites or whatever were attacking her. So he intervened. Peace, peace, and shouts out to that brother. Now, it did come out that she did steal money, but she stole the money on a Monday. She went back into the store and bought food and brought it back on Tuesday, in which that time she was attacked. Now, Wednesday, when they got out in the community came into an uproar. They stormed the store, protested. The storm, the store was eventually shut down until further notice. But now, in that process, we were together as a people for all about an hour and a half, and that's when we became pieces. Okay, I mean, it went from we to my store to my thing. I mean, like when Leah Houghton Pope came to the scene. She's a council. She's the council district. She's the council member district. She's the council district member for that section over there, that store. And then one brother came in there. And there was one ignorant fool on that damn bike. As everybody trying to speak, he revving the bike up, making all that knocking. That was just straight ignorance, man. But he was a black biker. Now, when Leah Houghton Pope came to speak, this one dude, he talking about the politicians, this, that. So what they doing this to black women, they doing that to black women, this, that. But when a black woman come, he's screaming and hollering, talking about why y'all listen to her, blah, 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 blah. Then one of our other community advocates, she came to the aid, why y'all listen to him? He disrespecting a black woman. And by right, she was correct. Okay? Now, then some other guy got in her face with a camera or a phone, said, "You disrespecting a black man." Now here come her brother. He gets in the mix about so he pushing dude out the way, get him out of. So for all about an hour and a half, we were together until it became we. Then the one sister that was in there talking to my, we gonna air this bitch out and everything. I mean, come on, man. You got the police right there listening to you. You got the camera still rolling. And then when they found out, they said, okay, like again, when they found out the girl did steal money off a counter, they try to cover it up by by photoshopping the video, trying to make it all into one episode. Now, like some of the brothers that was there that seen the video, they couldn't. They like one video. One of the brothers told me that he could not make a definitive decision on what happened because he wanted to see the whole video because he can tell, and he stated he could tell that this is two different videos that y'all trying to show off as one video. This happened all in one episode. Okay, so now hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let's see what happened here. What happened, God? Sorry about that. Now, again, when like I said, the brother said he couldn't make a definitive decision on what happened because the video was altered. And the one sister who said that they're gonna air this bitch out, they disrespecting our and beating our black women in the stores, they killing our black men, they beating our black boys. But yet, when it came out, they said the girl was a liar. But but see, yeah, people saying she's a liar, and yeah, some people said no, they don't. But they still was against the fact that they attacked her the way they did. Let's go to it now. We the one sister was in there. She eat a piece of watermelon, okay, and she eat watermelon, and now they friends with the situation. I don't get that. Then these backdoor meetings that they had, I don't get that. And like now, again, this is where we stay separated. Now here we are. We separated now over bullcrap with this Arab store, Bangladesh, wherever they are. We separated in politics because like you got this one dude calling me a clown, asking me to tell me I'm a Coast Guard. Dude, I'm Navy. Okay, I took an oath. I pledged allegiance. But see, the thing is, I can burn the flag. I served this country. I went. I was willing to go overseas and blow up shit because I was ordered to do so. When I was ordered to go to the Persian Gulf, I went. Okay. Now, when I was in the Gulf, I got them letters from the kids. Thank you for fighting for our freedom. If I could have wrote those kids back, but first I'm gonna say we are not fighting for your freedom. We fighting for your government's bullcrap. We fighting for your government's oil. We ain't fighting for your freedom. You know what I'm saying? We gotta fight for our freedom from within, especially in the African American communities and so on. Okay, we divided because see, you got this dude talking about Donald Trump, and see, here we are as black people. We sit there and we argue over stuff that don't really concern us. We argue over stuff that's bull crap. You know what I'm saying? Like now, what has Trump did for anybody other than himself? You know what I'm saying? He robbing himself. Well, he robbing us. He taking money out the government. You know what I'm saying? When it's like when he said he was going like when he became the president a couple of years back, he said he didn't want a paycheck, but the paycheck he took went to his foundation, so he paid himself. But see, people don't know that. But yet here he is. We arguing with this dude named Dink. Okay, Dink. Army ain't ready to be Marines yet. Take notes from Master Sergeant Rig Madden. Okay, he did 5 tours overseas. Listen to him. Okay, listen to the other black veterans. What is Donald Trump is not good for this country. How y'all put him back in? I'll never know. Cause look what he's doing. to everything. Because see, right now, you think you're not being bothered. It's going to bother you soon enough. Everything. But see, so veterans, hit me up on my page. If you know a veteran, have him call, hit me up on this page. Comment. What do you think we should do? How you think we? He trying to send troops back over to Iraq and back over to Iran again. You know what I'm saying? He want to take over Greenland, man. Wait, leave people alone, man. Let us come. Tell me, people, what we gonna do? You see, as Africans born in America, okay, I believe the African has been all over the world, but I believe that we lived everywhere because we all we traveled. You know what I'm saying? We had that third eye. We used to operate that, to travel. You know what I'm saying? But we were able to travel. We circumnavigated the seas, the oceans. We got here, but we were not the only people to come here. You know what I'm saying? Let's be clear on that. We were the first. I'm clear. But see, my grandmother was her father, my paternal grandmother, her father was full-blooded Cherokee. Okay. My maternal grandmother said that her father was full-blooded Jamaican. All right. Now, I did some research. I found my I found my great grandfather's father and everything. I found his name on the doll's final rose, and I found my great grandfather Elijah Adams in the on the slave rosters and everything. You know what I'm saying? So I did some research, but still, we come from a proud group of peoples through our DNA and all that. But see, we're not gonna go on the details because see, my cousin did the African DNA and it studies into the region of Africa, the Ghana people. So therefore, all the saying that we were born here and that rib stuff and all that other crazy stuff, man. Come on, man. We gotta start coming more better than that, man. You see, let's we gotta come together and be ye of one mind, and we gotta stop this madness that we see. We here he is like on my page. You see that one brother there? I put on there, a boy Cochise. Okay, we was on the ship together, and when we fell out, he called me a nigga, so I had to kick his ass off my page. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm not gonna tolerate that nonsense, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, here he is. He's a Latino brother from New York. You had a brother. I understand the problem. You had all our Mexican relatives entering the country illegally. Okay. Now, my thing is this. There's one Mexican came in. He's a Mexican young man. He came as a boy to America illegally. All right. Of all the branches of the service, he joined the Dink Army. Dink, he joined your army, Dink. He served your army. He did several tours in Iraq and Afghanistan. Came back on all kind of medals. And what really, truly bothers the hell out of me is this plain and simple fact. When Donald Trump became governor, the president of the first time, he deported a highly decorated army veteran. He retired from the army. How did he get in the army in the first place? I will never know. But the thing is, he chose the servant nation. He paid his just debt when he snuck into the country. He grew up, was educated in America, and he paid his just debt when he raised his hand and put his left hand on that Bible and said, I do to a country that do not give up what you showed it did to him. Look what it did to him. For all the stuff he did for the country, the red, white, and blue, they're sending back to the red and green, well, to the red, white, and green, or the red and white. I'm not sure what the color of the Mexican flag is again now, but the thing is, a country that he pledged allegiance to kicked him out for services. I feel he paid his just dues. He paid his just debt. He did 20 plus years. You know what I'm saying? He lived in here for almost 20 years, so he paid his debt. he served his time as much as he lived in the country. So if he lived in the country 15 years as a boy, joined the army at 18 or 19, you know what I'm saying? I forgot what he was like 3 to 5 years old. So he did 13 or 14 years growing up in the country. And he served 20 plus years until he retired from the military, serving the nation. That kicked his ass out when they found out. And yet this dude gonna call me a nigga because he's a Trump supporter. And look what he did to the Latino population his first 4 rounds, his first 4 years. And look what he's doing now to the Latinos, to the Dominicans, the Haitians, the Africans. What about those? What about the Russian? You got the Russian mafia out here. He ain't mess with them. What about? Well, yeah, he hitting it. They hitting Chinese. They hitting the China. They hitting everybody, y'all. But you don't hear him hitting the Jewish population that got immigrants over here, probably illegal. They ain't saying nothing about the Russians. Mm-mm. But yeah, you got this dude telling me about me serving about my oath. Yeah, I served this country. I did that. I can speak on what I'm speaking about now because I serve. If you didn't serve, you don't got the right to speak. But you got the right to speak because see, when I serve this country, when I serve and I raise my hand, see everybody talking that junk about why you burning your flag. Listen, let me say this. The flag, the Constitution gives you the right, that's the free speech. So burning the flag is an act of speaking your peace, to burn the flag. As a military man, I swore I will uphold the Constitution. I will defend the Constitution from foreign and domestic terrorists. Burning the flag is not domestic terrorism. Burning the flag is a constitutional right that you exercising. So all these, see, we served all the wars we served in. Most of us we ain't had no business being in, like World War II. That really did pertain to us when Germany was about to kick Europe behind. Okay. If the Japanese weren't so damn greedy, Hitler was, because y'all know Hitler was pissed off when Japan hit Pearl, right? Because see, when the Japanese hit Pearl and got the Americans involved, the first thing they did was they sent all their troops and resources to Europe first. You know what I'm saying? Now the Marines in the Pacific, they caught hell for the first 2 years damn near. All right? But they fought because we all did it to protect the Constitution of the United States. So therefore, that constitutional right that the people are expressing to burn the flag or say screw the government, all that stuff, was all spilled in blood to maintain that. Where did we get that from? Where did we get lost at? Dink. Where we get lost at? Why are we so against that now?